With that being said, we got some stuff to get into, y'all. Because Joe Biden, y'all, done returned back to his roots. Yeah, man. He done went back to that black church. That's right. Went in with his shouting shoes on. Oh, with his big Bible in a briefcase. His big flamboyant suit. Maybe purple, hot pink, orange, bright colors, turquoise. Yeah. Come in with his big hand claps. Come in with his shouting. All of that. Yeah, Biden done came back home, y'all. What's going on, America? Welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, share my videos. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification buttons are turned on to all. Subscribe to my alternative channel, just in case YouTube give me the slip or something. You'll know how to find me. Don't forget to check me out with all the podcasts and follow me on Rumble in the Jungle. All the links are listed below. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free. Those links are below as well. Now, with no further ado,
welcome to my party, we're just getting started.
This video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever Googled yourself and was shocked to see that your personal information was found on one of those public listing websites? Are you tired of constantly receiving spam phone calls to the point where you don't even answer your phone, just ghosting everybody? If I don't recognize the number, I'm not answering it. Voicemail. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I do. All the time. So if that is a problem you're dealing with, then maybe you need Aura. Data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and others who want to learn more about you, like where you live. Why you need to know that. So how can Aura help? Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they're not going to make it easy. In fact, they make it super hard. But all you got to do is just let Aura handle it for you. Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats that you can't see. And the great part about it is it's easy to set up. You don't have to download several different apps to get things like parental control, antivirus, VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and more. You get everything at an affordable price. So why not let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online so that you can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. You can either let people to continue to exploit and profit off of your private information, or you can simply go to aura.com/Kevin's Corner. That is aura.com/Kevin's Corner to start your 2-week trial. Also, the link is in the description below. So he's now at a black church for some pandering. And you know he's one of the best, yet one of the worst at pandering. See, in his heyday, but with the current mental state, the pandering, it just don't seem to be working. It's more offensive because he can't remember. Like Joe, people done figure out a lot of your pander lines. See, you got pander lines, y'all. You got some pander lines. People figured out some of your pander lines are lies. You can't keep pandering the same lies, man. All right, pander lines don't fly once people realize they're lies. So he goes in there and he's going to do a little pander, and he's introduced by a big fat sellout Democrat politician from North Carolina. You know who he is. So let's go ahead and see what Biden is doing back in the black church, y'all. Check it out.
The man, best qualified, the man, totally committed to making every American a part of the American dream,
Really?
Joe Biden.
Boo! If he was in my church, I would throw a whole bunch of holy oil on him. Soon as he walked up to that pulpit, first of all, my pastor wouldn't let him go up there anyway. He'd be like, "No, brother, we can't have Lion Biden up there now." Not to mention, the mothers in the church would have that oil ready, shaking the bottle up. Yeah, this is our big day, girls. It's our big day. So here comes Lion Biden, man. Stop clapping. Stop clapping. Look at that mess.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's enough. That's enough. Somebody go up there and stop that man. Give me a lasso so I can rope those arms together. That dude to be up there clapping like this. All of that mess up. Give me. What you doing, man? That's enough. But anyway, let's continue.
I rest my case.
Your case been rested.
Thank you, please.
Sit down.
Thank you, Trump.
Downstairs.
Thank you, Trump. Yeah, I think Trump speaks for us all. Let me make sure my volume. No wonder. Yeah, there we go. Volume. Here we go.
I've spent more time in the Bethel AME Church in Wilmington, Delaware, than I have than most people I know, black or white, have spent in that church.
He did it. He did it, y'all. I'm pretty sure somebody in his staff was like, now listen, you're going into a black church. Stick to the pander rules, okay? Here's the pander lines we want you to go ahead and drop out there. Don't freestyle with the pandering. But sure enough, he goes right off script, right back to the old go-to. In his mind, is probably a fresh tale. In his mind, he probably has no idea the fact checkers done been through this. He has no idea that the church he's referring to is going, we don't remember no Joe Biden coming up in here. I don't know about you. Do you remember him, girl? No, I don't remember him. He don't even remember. In his mind, he's probably like, wait till they get a load of this story right here. This is one of my favorite pander stories right here. So he goes back to he was going to the black church. And let's see what else happened here.
Because that's why I started a civil, no, I'm serious. I started a civil rights movement. I used to go to 7:30 Mass.
Started civil rights movement. Used to go to 7:30 Mass. There it is. I know it, man. I know the story better than Biden now. He done said it so many times. 7:30 Mass. Then I'd go over to the black church and I started the civil rights movement. And yet he's been fact checked on all of this. And he keeps saying it. Now, see, if anybody's out there still trying to tell us this man knows what he's talking about and he's not mentally compromised, why does he keep telling the same lies? I mean, a good pander politician knows that once my lies are exposed, don't recycle them. Once people say, hey, man, you didn't really do that. Don't recycle the lies. But Biden, his mind ain't catching it. He's like, man, they're going to love this, man. They're going to be like, he's relatable. See, he's down with the brothers and stuff like that. Well, we're about to see just how down he is with the brothers. Let's continue.
Going to go to 10 o'clock service.
During the 60s, I was, in fact, very concerned about the civil rights movement.
Uh-oh.
I was not an activist.
You weren't?
I worked at an all-black swimming pool.
What?
In the east side of Wilmington, Delaware. I was involved in what they were thinking, what they were feeling.
No.
I was involved, but I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma.
But wait a minute. Wait just a minute. That's what you had just said up there in front of all those black folks. For some reason, maybe they don't follow you enough to see that you are going in there and disrespecting them with nothing but lies and pandering and belittlement. And then, of course, if you're going to go around black people, you know what you got to do, y'all. Bring up some what? Racism. Yeah, little race baiting. Yeah, they done cooked up a concoction. All right, now here's what we're going to do, Biden. We're going to do our go-to. Okay, we're going to do some pandering. You know that. You know, we got to do some pandering. Why else will we go amongst those black people? I mean, you have nothing in common with these people. Absolutely nothing. You're going there to pander. Not only that, some race baiting. You know they like that. You know, the blacks like that. They like to hear about how they're oppressed and you're fighting for them and all of that stuff. So, all right, now, long as you can get through this, we're going to give you a horse injection of adrenaline. All right, like we always do, just to get you going. Okay, now, if you can stay focused, we'll be good. But it all goes away. It all goes away. So let's see, because first of all, this right here is undermining what Biden just said.
I was not anywhere else.
Because that's why I started a civil, no, I'm serious. I started a civil rights movement. That was a lie.
And let's say one thing to rest.
Look how comfortable he is in the black church.
I used to go to 7:30 Mass every morning in high school and then in college before I went to the black church.
Wait a minute. That's the same pander lie. That's the same pander lie a couple years back when he had the nerve to drop into a what? Another black church. Because you know he got a story for every audience. I mean, that's how the Democrats roll. All right, now who am I speaking to today? Okay, a whole bunch of people suffers from giganticism. You know what? I can relate to you guys. I was once a giant, but through medical technology, they shrunk me back down to 5'8". There you go. I mean, whoever they're going to speak to, they adapt and become that. Nothing genuine about these people. Absolutely nothing. This is one of their campaign strategies. Instead of going there talking about policies, accomplishments, no, just go in there, tell these people I can relate to you. Do some probably little study in your group where they be like, all right, now let's see amongst these people, what all can they all connect with? It's all scripted, except for this lie he keeps telling. See, that's the problem. But the black people, for some reason, keeps tolerating it. That's what makes me mad. They don't feel offended by this liar and panderer that comes into their churches, comes into black audiences and do this over and over again. Now, either they don't know he's lying to them. Maybe they don't recognize pandering when they see it. Maybe they don't understand what race baiting is. I don't know. But I'm able to see that clearly. So if I'm sitting in that audience, I'm going, say you grew up in a black church, huh? Let's see. Cue the music, please. Cue the music. Let's see him get all in the spirit. Y'all remember this. Look how comfortable he is, y'all. Come on, Biden.
Come on, clap your hands, all you people.
What are you doing wiping your eyebrows? Take it up, Biden.
Come on, the power of the Lord is here.
The power of the Lord is here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look like he swallowed a marble or two. What is that? Like he swallowed his dentures. I didn't know what to do. Got concerned. I want to hear him come in. Can't you feel him moving on the inside? I can feel him working on the outside. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Biden to come in and with the big claps and start dancing and shouting. Maybe take a lap. Maybe take a lap around the church, fall out and start shaking and speaking in tongues. That's what I'm waiting for. But instead,
I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community at home, politically.
Now you see what I'm talking about? In Delaware, probably about 8 or 9 Puerto Ricans. Wait, who am I speaking to again? The Puerto Ricans? Okay. What do Puerto Ricans like? The rice and beans and fiestas. Okay, yeah. I was raised by the Puerto Ricans and raised in just a straight liar and a pander, and people keep tolerating it, and it burns me up. That's why I gotta call it out. I can't let this pander just float like this. Can't let this dude just spread all kind of lies all over the internets and in these black churches. And as long as I'm black, I am not gonna sit back and let him do that. I can't do it, man. I gotta keep telling black folks and others, this guy's lying to you. Here we go.
I think I can smell shite.
Oh, yes. Oh, a whole mountain of shite. So here we go. He done took that shite up in the church. Let's continue.
No, I'm serious. I started a civil rights movement. I started 7:30 Mass, and I go to 10 o'clock services. Reverend.
Rubbish, filth, slime, muck, boo.
There's still the old ghost of new garments.
What?
We all need to rise to meet the moment.
What the heck does that mean? See? That's what happens when your brain ain't in full effect pander mode right there. That brain right there, was the Holy Ghost, the rise of we all gotta meet the moment. What is that? I don't even know what that was. It's almost incoherent, like most of the things he said. Let me see if I can get his message. Maybe it's inspiring. Maybe I missed the spiritual depth and meaning of it. Sometimes you got to get a revelation. So maybe hold on. Let me see. Honda grits coming on a Honda. Well, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting a revelation from the Holy Spirit about what that meant.
There's still the old ghost of new garments.
The ghost of Christmas past, to put on some clothes, and we got some new garments, and we all got to what?
We all need to rise to meet the moment.
You all got to rise to put the clothes on that the ghost of Christmas past gave you. I don't know what he's talking about. Nobody does. So here, let's continue seeing him pander. And now he's about to go into race baiting. Here we go.
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Yeah, he just cooked them up a shite sandwich. And I wonder if they recognized it or did they eat that shite? See, that's what burns me up. I'm like, why do y'all accept shite? It kills me, man. I'm like, y'all can't y'all nobody, I'll be the only guy in the church go, y'all don't smell that shite? I definitely can smell shite. I got the only shite detector? You gotta be kidding me. What's wrong with y'all shite detectors?
After the historic movement for justice in the summer of 2020, I signed the most significant police reform executive order in history.
That's why you don't let politicians come to your church and speak. I mean, what's the purpose? Maybe a 2-minute introduction. Hey, everybody, I just want to say thanks for supporting or whatever and check, now if Trump came to my church, we wouldn't let him preach a sermon. I mean, it'd be one of those, hey, everybody prepare your mind. We're not coming to church. We're coming to listen to a politician. This is a campaign thing. All right, you got to set the expectation in the minds of the people, lest they mistake him for a preacher. See, So, yeah, you might open up your church to entertain or welcome in a politician, but when you call a politician up and you make them appear to be the guest speaker for that day during time where normally it's church time, well, you get stuff like this. Them going off script and talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the Bible. Here he is going off and talking about white supremacy. There you go. Especially, and I hate to say this, but especially a Democrat politician. At least a lot of Republicans don't mind talking about their relationship with Christ. They don't mind confessing that they're Christians and all of that stuff. These folks, they don't ever talk about that until they're in either a group of Christians or in a church. Like Biden the other day talked about something, beating the hell out of something in the church, and then looked over at the priest. So, sorry, Father, forgive me. See, so here he is, an evil, corrupt, old, race-baiting, pandering politician. And this is what he's feeding the sheep right here, a whole bunch of shite. You don't feed your sheep shite, but he wants to feed the sheep shite. So let's see him feed all of these sheep shite.
A home owned by a black family on one side of a highway, built by the same builder on the other side of the highway, and a white guy living in it. The white guy's home is valued more than the black guy's.
See, this is why. This is why I go full steam ahead on this dude. So we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. That's why he came down here. And they don't even recognize it. Why is Biden coming down here to our little church? Could it be that he just loves black people? Could it be that he just wants to come and enjoy the Holy Spirit moving in the church? Could it be that? Or, of course, I did stuff for black people, and I just want you to know I support blacks, and blacks are great. And if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And then all of that. Don't want my kids growing up in the racial jungle. You guys are black, but you're not like all the rest of the blacks. You're well-dressed and well-mannered and clean cut. You're those type of blacks. See, so here he comes down here, and he's full-blown going straight into pander/race baiting mode, and it disgusts me. You can't talk about anything but, hey, I support blacks and black issues and black stuff. Like, that's the sum of black people. That's all we can relate to is oppression and white liberals saving us and doing stuff like this.
No, I know you know it. But guess what? That's how you build generational wealth. On June 17th, 2015, the beautiful souls, 5 survivors.
So another race baiting moment, okay? Had to bring this up like we are still down in Alabama in 1940 something. Down there, in the church, sitting back waiting for any moment for people to throw some cocktails through the window just because we're black and ride around the church with sheets on. Yeah, there you go. So now he goes into a moment that I'm sure his staff dug up so they can relate. I remember a black church was attacked and all of this stuff. And listen to how they try to lie and tie who to this. Now understand, this was 2015, right? We did hear him say that. So now here's the situation he's talking about.
Invited a stranger into this church to pray with him. The word of God was pierced by bullets and hate and rage, propelled by not just gunpowder,
here we go,
but by a poison that's for too long haunted this nation. What is that poison? White supremacy.
You're the poison. You're the white supremacists. You're the ones that tell blacks that let us white liberals save you. Instead of conservatives, white or black, usually encourage black folks to save themselves. Usually have enough faith in black people to, conduct themselves, go about their own business, be successful. They encourage folks that you can do it. You don't need white liberals to save you. You don't need these pandering, lying politicians who always tell you, look at you. You are a victim of white supremacy, all of that stuff. You don't need that. So now, a guy like this, the left, they hail him as a hero. All of these race-baiting Democrat politicians, yay. But then you'll get somebody like Clarence Thomas who will say, hey, black people can do it. Look at me, I'm an example. Ben Carson, and they call them sellouts. There you go. Let this guy come into your church and tell you that, white supremacy and this and that and all of this stuff and blacks and all of that. You're always suffering from attacks from white nationalism, white supremacy. And look at me, the white liberal. I'm here for you. Yeah, look what I did for you. Nothing. I can look at all the stuff this guy has done to hurt black people. But what do? Bring him up in there. It burns me up. I'm telling you, man. Now, granted, a lot of black people are waking up to this, but not enough. I mean, this whole church needs an alarm clock. They all need to wake up. So here he is in there. Instead of having somebody like a Clarence Thomas come in there, Ben Carson, they bring this guy.
Oh, it is a poison. Throughout our history, it's ripped this nation apart.
Liberal Democrat policies have ripped this nation apart. Liberal Democrats have ripped the black community apart. And this is the great paradox of all of this. I'm saying y'all don't realize it's these people in that party who is responsible for all the stuff y'all swear up and down is keeping us down. All of the past oppression, all of that. The divide of the black community, the removal of the man out the family, the reliance on government assistance, all of that. Raggedy inner cities, allowing gun violence to run rampant, horrible schools, lack of school choice, enabling black folks by telling them they're a victim, and some mysterious white man, except for us, are responsible for all of your oppression. Somebody said the pandemic, you name it. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And yet, kills me. Black folks keep bringing them right up in there to tell us more of how you guys are better than us and that we need the white liberals. Wait, wouldn't that be white supremacy? Because you guys are always, y'all got the savior complex? Or would that just be full-blown deception? And, yeah, I think we've been deceived. This is one of the greatest mind tricks on a large group of people ever. I mean, they just simply took the playbook straight from slavery and implemented it in this era. Make the large group of black people codependent on us, by making them think it's better here on this here plantation. Don't you leave it. And set up a couple key black people like the guy who introduced him, key black people, to make sure the rest of the black folks keep going. And then you get some other black person that'll come out and say, I just don't want to be here on this here plantation. I think we can get up north to freedom. And then you'll get all of these black folks like Joy Reid, that bum who introduced Biden, and the rest of the black Democrats that'll come out and tell you, you's crazy. You's ain't nothing but a sellout. You's ain't nothing but a Uncle Tom. When will we wake up? When will we wake up?
There's no place in America.
No place.
Not today, tomorrow, or ever.
Never, ever.
Is it fair to tie in any way what happened at the Emmanuel AME Church to Donald Trump?
Now there's the black overseer right here. Here's the black sellout right here. Now watch what this dude does. We just heard Biden talk about a situation that took place in that church 2015. Somehow though, Trump is responsible for that. Listen to this nasty, disgusting Democrat try to tie this mess in there.
Donald Trump had barely launched his campaign when that attack happened.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much.
I think it is very clear that Donald Trump's utterances way back before Charlottesville, or at the time of Charlottesville, ties him to what happened at Mother Emmanuel.
Y'all hear that garbage? Y'all hear that? Thank you very much. I know Trump wasn't around during slavery, but the future birth of Donald Trump makes him responsible for slavery and all of the Jim Crow laws. And I know Trump wasn't even born yet. However, but somehow just the ether decided one day a Trump would come along and would be a white nationalist. Therefore, it reacted. It reacted to the future of Donald Trump coming along and thus unleashed white nationalism on the whole nation. That's what it happened. That's what that fool just did. That's how desperate these Democrats are to try to link Trump to every single thing that ever happened. So here we go. So now, wait, y'all. It all goes belly up because they done let the wrong victims into the church, y'all. Biden thought he was in a safe zone. That's right. They're here to absorb all my pandering and my lies. And nobody's going to push back. I'm amongst friends, I think, until all of the radicals that they done let slide through the whole country for like the last 8 years, they showed up. Oh, they're ruining his shite show.
Care about the lives lost here. You should honor the lives lost and go for a ceasefire.
Look at his face. Cease lying now. Are they saying cease lying now? That's what they should be saying. Cease lying now. Cease lying now.
That's all right. That's all right.
Cease
That's
lying
all right.
now.
That's all right.
That's all right. No. Let him go. That's what he looked like. Let him go. He don't know what to do. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you bring in a whole bunch of victim groups and it starts bumping heads. You don't know which victim group to choose. See? Yeah, when a victim group turn on you, now you're going, what do I do? Yeah, he looks like he was confused in that one clip where he was in the black church going, I don't know what to do. I expected everybody to praise me. Now they in there talking about some ceasefire now. Yeah, they should be saying cease lying now. Look at his face. Huh. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Don't you remove those protesters. Don't be sending out the goons to remove those mostly peaceful protesters. Uh-huh. Yeah, these people have a right to protest. That's right. We're proud of the protesters and all that stuff when it's against Trump. When they're interrupting Trump's speeches. Remember when Trump was running against Crooked? And you'll get some radical people to show up paid for by Hillary Clinton to go into Trump campaigns, to Trump rallies and start acting up and disrupting. And then when the cops come to take them out, then Trump was a racist. So apparently Biden must be some type of racist and stuff because he's sending out these mostly peaceful protesters. Yeah, he should be going, leave them be. Let them sit in here and interrupt my raggedy speech. Yeah. Well, this is awkward. Shut up. Don't try to combat that. Don't try to now down by 4 more years. You don't know what you're asking for, people. It's a shame. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing. I feel like Humphrey Bogart back in those old black and white movies. Johnny, I want to be with you. You don't know what you're saying, sweetheart. You don't want to be with me. I'm no good, I tell you. I'm a rebel. I don't play by anybody's rules. That's right. And she's like, I don't care, Johnny. I want to be with you. You just heard Johnny tell you. You know everything. Johnny said, I'm a rebel. I don't play by rules. You don't know what you're saying. But anyway, I said, I don't care, Johnny. I want to be with you. That's what they're doing. They're like, Johnny, I want to be with you. Biden. So here they are, 4 more years. Thank you.
Look, folks, I understand their passion.
You do?
And I've been quietly working with the Israeli government to get them to reduce and significantly get out of Gaza.
So he just threw them a pander bone. We don't know if that's true or not. You think Biden really is actually working with Israel? You think he's the one talking to Netanyahu? Absolutely not. He just now has to remember that, wait a minute, I got to throw everybody a bone because all the victimized groups need a little bit of patting on the head, make them think, hey, we're doing stuff on your behalf and ain't doing crap. Every once in a while, I show up to a black church or something and tell them reparations are coming. Free this is coming, free that is coming. Yeah, I'm fighting on your behalf, and then bounce, knowing that he's not doing any of this crap. Nothing. None of this crap. So that was his experience at the black church. We got to continue unraveling this man.